Hey, how's it going today? It's Fat Daddy Sambo with those nerdy metal guys, and it's time for another lunch break album review. This is where we take an album from Amazon Unlimited's new releases for hard rock and heavy metal, listen to it for a few hours or a couple days in some cases, and then come back to you with the findings. Today's release is Upon a Burning Body's new release, Southern Hostility. And this is a band that I wasn't familiar with before giving this a listen. They've definitely made a fan out of me, however. Basically what drew me in initially was the album cover. Oddly enough, was reminiscent of Demon Hunter, who I enjoy listening to. And then the title of the album, Southern Hostility, obviously a play on Southern hospitality that made me chuckle, being from the southeastern U.S. This is a band that had a rather extensive biography on their Facebook page, as well as have their own Wikipedia page for me to go and review. And they were formed in 2005. They are from the great state of Texas, so a lot of great metal has come out of there, especially in this vein. Pantera, immediately coming to mind. They are definitely a groove metal band. They're a quartet that's made up of Danny Leal on vocals, Ruben Alvarez on guitar, Tito Feliz on drums, and Joe Antonellis on bass, and I apologize if I've butchered any pronunciations. This album came out on July 7th and has been released by Seek and Strike Records. This was their 5th release. I was pretty shocked to see. I try to keep my ear to the ground and get an idea of what's going on in the metal world with so many bands. However, putting out such fantastic music, sometimes it's hard to keep up with who's doing what. But this was their 5th release, and apparently these guys have actually had some decent success. They've had some chart appearances here in the U.S. and around the world on Billboard and other monitoring systems. This album has not charted yet. I would be shocked to see this not start to climb. However, again, this is groove metal. The band listed simply as metal. I'm putting the title on it. I could easily see these guys in a lineup with a band like Insight or Soulfly. I could also see these guys touring with other heavier bands. I think they would be a great match with somebody like Carcass. Don't really think that they would necessarily do so well with some of the newer metal bands, the alt metal, but definitely some of the established metalcore. If you're a fan of those styles, you'll really enjoy this album. The album kicks off with a bang. First song, Southern Hostility, is just really an introduction. It's very heavy. Really sets the pace. The vocals, if you're coming here looking for clean vocals, go pick another album. This album is all about dirt. This is about grind. This is about just getting in your face with pure Southern aggression and hostility, as the title states. Without being just an unpleasant album. This has been a fantastic album, very enjoyable. Goes into King of Diamonds, then All Pride, No Pain. Probably my big pick from the album. This has been a great track for me. I've cranked this up doing yard work. I've cranked this up at the gym. I've cranked this up in the car. This has just really been a slamming album for me. If I had to pick a single release off the album, I would probably expect to see From Darkness, which is the 4th track off the album, start to get some play on Octane maybe, or one of the other Sirius stations. If it's not already getting the play, maybe we should petition for it, because again, this band has really impressed me. Whole album is solid. The Champ is coming. Burn would be another fantastic song that really impressed me. Slower song ends out the album, Soul Searcher, but On the Way There, I mean, it is a knockdown, drag-out album. You go to see these guys live, I imagine this is just going to be one huge mosh pit, if not a couple of walls of death just competing. They are on tour. Unfortunately, I don't see that they're coming to the southeastern U.S. anytime soon. The closest they're coming to me is Richmond, Virginia. I'd love to be able to say I can make a 10-hour road trip to see these guys. I just can't budget the time right now. But if they ever make it to the Atlanta area, Chattanooga, Birmingham, Asheville, North Carolina, definitely going to put them on my list. So again, this has been Southern Hostility by Upon a Burning Body, and I highly recommend this. And again, I've been Fat Daddy Sambo with those nerdy metal guys, and go out and enjoy your day. Thanks.